Hey guys, it's Jackie here, and I have Dion here with me as well from ANZ. And we have been chatting over the last couple of months with everything going on, and we thought we'd basically bring our conversation to you. We've been chatting about a lot of things to do with loans and what's happening with the banks and what's trending and what's not, and just getting a feel for what's happening at the moment and maybe going forward. And thought you guys might be interested as well. So thanks, Dion, so much for coming on and having a chat with us.
No worries at all. Thanks for having me.
So if you can, maybe just tell us a bit about you and a bit about what you're seeing happening with loans and things at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. So a bit about me. My name's Dion Giretto. I am a home investment lending manager. I am currently based out of Modbury. However, I work for the Adelaide Northeast District. So we cover everything from West Beach, Port Adelaide, through around out to Gawler and Tanunda, up to Enfield, Modbury, Salisbury, Mawson Lakes area. So very busy at the moment. Everything is pretty crazy. I'm sure everyone who's going to listen to this has probably felt the same, a bit about uncertainty and trying to adapt to new things. The biggest thing that we've probably seen is trying to be adaptable and making sure that everything that we're doing is going to be easily accessible for our customers, helping more with internet banking or ways of doing their loan applications over the phone and email. We've introduced new policies so that customers can identify themselves through technology and Face ID, as well as electronic verification through data on governmental basis. So that's pretty exciting. And then also signing documents if they're existing ANZ customers and we're not lodging any new mortgages. So that's been a really good win for us, and our customers have been loving that so far. But yeah, it's very intense. I'm sure you guys and yourself, Jackie, have been very, very busy with all different things. Lots of different, that looks so different in many different ways. But yeah, I think it's been one positive, which we catch up every day in a team meeting. And I think it's been really good for us to all stay connected with our family and friends on a lot more of a personal sense. And obviously yourself having a young daughter, Alexia, I'm sure you have enjoyed that little bit of a sort of closer bond as well. And your 3-day working week, I would say, not your Monday and Friday holiday, but your 3-day working week that you have at home, that would definitely be, you would be seeing that as well. I guess I don't want to keep everyone bored on this call, so I'll try and keep it really short, sharp and shiny. But I think the biggest thing that we've seen are the historically low interest rates. It's been happening for a little while now, and with COVID, obviously they went down a bit further, and lots of discussions as to whether that happens more or not. I think the biggest thing, and maybe the funniest thing in hindsight that we get, is customers asking us what's going to happen with rates. And I think the best way to say what's going to happen is if we had a crystal ball, we wouldn't be working for the bank. We'd probably be having a lotto ticket off on the beach in Hawaii somewhere, or not stuck inside an office. So we've got no idea. It's probably the biggest myth that bankers have an idea as to what's going to happen. So maybe just hit that myth on the head, that it's really an individual, decision, and it should be based on your personal circumstances, which will change. So it's no right or wrong answer. But a lot of at the moment, with them being so low, we are seeing a lot of fixed options being so low, as well as the split options. So having a fixed loan as well as a variable portion, or even just staggering it and having like a 1-year fix and then a 2-year fixed, and splitting it that way, so that you can sort of ride the waves with the changes of rates. Have you
found that you've had more people coming in and refinancing and checking their loans and whether they can get a better deal at the moment as well?
Yeah, 100%. So one thing that I think all the banks, from my knowledge, is that we're trying to do things differently to support all the different types of inquiries. So that ranges from hardship calls due to COVID, but also we've temporarily had to close branches to assist with the call centre, and helping those customers calling up and trying to get a better rate or review their rate on their existing home loan, or looking at refinancing if they're with somebody else who is they've got a higher rate and they can't get anything better, looking in the market. So ANZ's got some really great offers. I don't want to just bank bash ANZ because I'm not here to sell anything. Obviously just here to give information. And if anyone wants to, they can contact me for sure and see what we can do. But at the moment, we've got a $3,000 refinance cashback, which is huge. So it's really competitive out there in the market at the moment, and our fixed home loan rate at 2.29% on our package, which costs $395 a year, which is pretty common amongst the main 4 banks or even some of the others. They put you on a sort of like wealth package or some type of package which will waive your fees, give you a bit of discounts and flexibility, have a credit card offset, that sort of stuff. So that's what we're seeing a lot of with those rates so low. Definitely refinances. I've got some data if you are interested, or the guys that will be listening to this are interested. I like some numbers just to give a bit of
it's
interest.
good for everybody to tell a bit of a story for some, and other people work up data and stats and things like that.
For sure. I could talk as much about how busy my week is, but other people might think I just sit here and have coffees all day, so who knows. But to give a bit of info, on average over the last prior 6 months, for the last 12 months before COVID was a thing, ANZ had applications of up to $345 million per day that was coming through, whether that's refinances, purchases, marital separations and getting those loans redone. Just new lending, $345 million. We've seen an increase of 178%, where on average per day, we have applications up to $613 million that are being processed with ANZ alone. So that's within Australia. So it's absolutely crazy. The branches are absolutely shockers, but we're always looking to help our customers. We've got the call center as well. We've got the brokers that are able to submit to the banks and look for a good deal. And also mobile lenders as well. So I know ANZ have got 370, I think, nationwide of mobile lenders. So they're sort of like a broker, and they have the ability to come out to your house, but they just work ANZ. So you know that you're going to get, and they're also governed by ANZ and regulated as well. So it's really important that is a key part of our business and our success, to help our customers and offer them a different sort of avenue to go down if they can't make it in. But with COVID, the benefit is that we're being able to do a lot more via phone and email. So people can come and see myself only when they need to sign their documents, or come into the branch and do the ID if they can't do it electronically, and otherwise complete their application through other methods of communication, which is great, because 9:30 till 4 being the banking hours are pretty hard, especially if you're still in a job and you are working at the moment. It is pretty hard, but being able to open that up and support customers in another way is fantastic.
For sure. That increase that you've seen in the loans, do you know why you think that might be?
A lot of them are for refinances. I think you might have a bit more of an insight than I do in regards to purchases and what that sort of looks like. It's starting to come a bit more.
I was just thinking then whether it's there's been an increase. There's been that $25,000 grant for first home buyers that are building. So whether that's
definitely.
And I've been talking to a few developers lately, and they said it's going crazy. That places just flying out the door.
For sure.
So I think that's made a big difference too.
Home builder, it's a great incentive for people that are building their own new home or renovating for more than $150,000, and obviously meeting the eligibility criteria. But extra $25,000 goes a long way if you didn't have that beforehand, and it's actually on top of the first homeowners grant, which a lot of people weren't aware of. So if you are a first home owner and you're going to be building your first home, you get both the 25 and 15 if you're eligible and meeting the criteria. So a total of $40,000. Like, I built my house and got 15. I don't want to complain about it, but 40 grand. I could only imagine how much further that could go to really get somebody in the market. And I know that there are places, not the main banks, unfortunately, but there are places out there like HomeStart, which is a government initiative, to get people in the door that can actually use that money as their deposit, which is just fantastic, especially these days where people find saving that 20% mark or paying a significant amount of lender's mortgage insurance so hard to achieve. To have that more sort of like flexibility.
Absolutely. And there's going
It's
to be
crazy.
more and more people that have lost some of their savings over the last few months as well. So
Yeah.
having that incentive is definitely going to be huge going forward for some people. So
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Thank you so much for having a chat with us.
That's
If
all right.
anybody's got any questions, or Dion, is there anything else you wanted to touch on?
The only thing I would say is a lot of people think refinancing is really hard. I would say the time is now. If you've thought about it or you've ummed and ahed, have a look. It's really, really easy. Well, generally or typically speaking, I would say. I don't want to give any misleading information, but typically, if you haven't been impacted by COVID or things are going back to normal for yourselves and you've sort of been umming and ahhing, have a chat to somebody. By all means, share my contact details out and flick me an email or give me a call. And I'm more than happy to have a chat to see what ANZ can do for you. But yeah, the fixed rates at the moment, and even the variable rates are so low. I feel pretty lucky working for ANZ to have such a good offering at the moment, and especially $3,000 cash. It's cash you. It's not to waive any fees or anything hidden. It's just cash you can go spend on your first dinner when your favorite restaurant opens back up, or at the pub, or whatever that looks like. And lastly, as well, I think that if anyone is interested in having a chat, I work more so on building relationships. As obviously knowing you, Jackie, that's what really drives my business and my passion to get up and come to work every day. So having somebody that can look after you from an end-to-end process, being able to help you with your internet banking, your inquiries after that, your cards, your credit cards, all that sort of stuff, and having a bank manager background for myself, and now being able to implement that within my lending, that's really what I'm all about. So hopefully, that's all I'd say. Get onto the phone and have a look what you can do. If you can save yourself some money, it's better in your pocket than the bank's pocket. So
absolutely.
That's what I'd say.
I know that my dad came and saw you just recently, and you helped him out quite a bit. So
it's crazy. I think I've got one.
Sorry.
I helped your dad for sure. Brendan, great bloke. For those listening that know him, but that was great, very easy to sort out as well. But had a customer recently who refinanced from another major bank over to ANZ, and you would think the major banks are pretty competitive, but just to give a bit of an insight, we ended up saving that customer over the 25-year loan term that they've got left, over $120,000 in the difference of interest. So they couldn't get a better deal. They've got, $500,000 of lending, which isn't that much. So if you think that's one house, it's split across two houses, and to be able to drop them from 4.79 that the other bank couldn't change, which was a bit weird, to be able to bring them across and fix it in and get such low rates to save $120,000, like it's crazy. And the time's really now to be able to take advantage of.
Definitely worth looking into. And like you say, it's easier than some people think. So if anybody has any questions at all, please let me know, or we'll absolutely put Dion's contacts below in the posts and things as well. So give us a call if you've got any other questions. If not, I hope you all have a really great day, and thank you so much, Dion, for coming and having a chat with us all.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, and hopefully everyone enjoys getting back to normality.
Yeah.
See you later.
No worries.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.